then, pull this back up. You guys have just emerged at the top level. You see that the interior of the Settlement 19 is being raised by all these goblin types. As they're just firing haphazardly into different sectors. Entire sections are just being sucked out into space, as a lot of people are currently still evacuating to different shuttles. And you see, your entire high school is currently running towards the Research Institute, as it's kind of the closest section. They didn't really think about like planning when they built this station, and they put the high school like the furthest away from where the evacuation centers are. So they're all kind of running to the Research Institute, where word has gotten out from different soldiers that there's a ship that is docked and ready to go. But now, as you guys emerge, you see all these goblin types, their eyes focus on the three of you who have just been raised to the top platform. You hear the leader. I'm gonna go ahead and mark them in red. The EC has an open comms policy. They are just that cocky. Mostly the MTF military just can't handle these mechas. And you do see MTF military tanks and jet fighters are currently screaming through the skies or rolling down the streets, firing on these mechs and it's barely doing any damage to the goblins. You hear the leader say, "Ha ha! Looks like this is gonna be an easy capture for Captain Lafayette. I, Gringo, am gonna take you down, along with my goblin posse." As the rest of the goblins kind of look in your direction, they start moving towards you. "Let me at it, boss. I've got these guys. We killed all their pilots. These can't be anything but chumps." As this dude over here is currently negotiating killing you guys first.
Which one was it?
This one, the orange one.
Got it.
So he's moving in very quickly. As you guys emerge, go ahead and describe your mechs for me. Let's start with Miko.
Just like the pictures I used to draw for my father, my mech that I've always dreamed of making is a lion-human hybrid. So like the face is very lion-like with the these metal fangs kind of sticking out over the lips. This long metallic blue mane surrounds the lighter blue metal head. But the body is sculpted, the torso sculpted to be like an 8-pack, shirtless 8-pack, and then it's mostly light blue metal with very dark blue creases and like the crevices.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
And the long claws on the hands as well.
Okie dokie. Give me just 1 second while I do this real quick.
Oh, and there's a tail, because of course there's a tail. It's important.
Sorry, I grabbed the wrong thing here.
Metal Garuma.
Zax, go ahead.
My mech is a big tiefling that looks like a red devil. It has horns and a forked tail. And I don't know, do mechs wear clothes?
No, it just kind of has like the overtones and colors of clothing.
Okay. I'd say it's covered in like infernal tattoos on it too. In
Awesome.
black ink.
So just decals all across your mech's form with different like almost demonic inscriptions on them. Very asymmetrical in
Yep.
nature. It looks rad.
Yeah. And the chest has the satanic symbol on it, but in the middle is my my pilot spot.
Cool. So your pilot spot, like it's a literal window, not like a chassis overlay.
It has both options.
Got it.
Respect.
Yeah, blast doors.
Respect.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Gallo, go ahead and describe yours.
Sure. Emerging out of the box, the first thing you notice are probably the hooved feet that are standing upon the ground. If you go up, you'll see what looks like an ancient suit of samurai armor. Off the shoulders, you have these large horns coming off the sides, occasionally spinning in a drill-like motion. And then you go up and you see this bovine face with a large golden ring in the nose. And then you have like the rice farmer's hat, the wide-brimmed circular white rice farmer's hat. And through the top, you have these large horns. And then every now and then, you'll see like steam come out of the nose. And then you just see him from his back draw his sword.
As this big long sword appears in the hand of your mech. The goblins are just kind of moving your direction, but a little wary. They've never seen these types before, and they are much larger than their current mechs. As you are all kind of readying yourself, I need you guys to go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah.
Can I have my first good roll of the night? Thank you.
22 for me.
Very nice. Let me make sure this is correct.
So what, we have access to everything on our character except for our beam weapons?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You still, if you have spells, you have spells. You have all that stuff. You just don't have your beam weapons on you.
Got it.
Where is my Roll20 page? There it is. Awesome. Let me add some turns so you guys can put in your initiatives. Cool, and then I will also roll initiative for these guys.
Oh.
And then UV Reaper, you got 22?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, and then top of the round, UV Reaper. You hear a couple of the goblin pilots be like, easy kill. As you start moving different sections of your mech, kind of trying to feel it out. What would you like to do?
It's like, let's get the hang of this. What does this thing do? Ion cannon. Let's try that. Push button. Ion cannon. Blast 1 at this guy. Because I have 3 charges per shot.
This guy here?
No, cocky orange boy.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
17.
I believe 17 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
As he's like, easy kill, boss. I got these guys.
15 points on the first ion blast.
The hand of your mech turns into a full like insane looking cannon. It charges with a strange green light, and you fire your first shot. It is deafening to both Miko and Gallo as it rockets across the space. The ground below it is just tearing apart at the sheer force, and you hear the guy inside of the mech go, whoa, 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 and then it bursts through. Oh no! Long live the EC! And then the mecha explodes.
Did I get it?
Yeah, you full on destroyed this guy. You actually did double his full HP, so it's an instant kill.
Sweet. Recharge. Shoot. Pow.
Hold on, I need to make sure no one's in range.
Oh.
Yeah. Bushido, I need you to go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Hey.
18. All right, you take no damage. As you watch. Full-on destruction of this mech.
Ooh, that nice little animation there.
As he explodes in a bright pink cloud, you see Apocalypse turns to the next one and fires again. Go and roll to hit.
18.
18 also hits. Roll damage.
12 points on that one.
On this one, you hear, boss, I think we have a situation. Another crackling burst of energy flies through this goblin type. It doesn't quite explode yet, but it is down for the count.
And then I'll shoot my last shot at the one in front of me.
Go for it.
12 to hit.
12 does not hit. This one, seeing what you've done to his other two comrades, turns on his retro boosters and lays back and just does a full backward skid, and the laser just flies on top, above him. You hear him go, okay, these guys are a bit tough. As the laser just hits somewhere off in the distance, as a massive, domed explosion appears somewhere in the satellite.
Whoa. Little kickback on that last one. Gotta get used to this. I'm done.
Any movement?
Nope, I'm standing still.
Gotcha. Just so you guys know, you have, while on land, you have 300 feet of movement. But for the purposes of this, it's just 30 feet of movement.
It's just the same. Yep.
Yeah.
Sag.
I might have to mess with the distances and stuff a little bit as we go along, because I still haven't quite figured that out. Because these images are much bigger than we're normally used to. Yeah, I'll mess with it later. All right, next up we've got Bushido.
All right, leave that one to me. Make my way.
Which one are you going for?
The boss, 60 feet. I'll use my action to dash. That's all I got.
Okay, so you start like a full charge towards the boss, and you hear him say, "Now, whoa, hold on, boss, we've got a situation. These UVs are a little stronger than we anticipated."
I need to go.
And you hear another one say, you hear another goblin say, "They destroyed them in one shot. Oh gosh." As they're all starting to move in defensive positions, Bushido uses his entire movement. King, what are you doing?
Let's see. According to my schematics, I had once. I'm gonna move here. I think there should be a hacking dart. Ah, here it is. And I'll cast a command at second level at these two over here.
You can say fire instead of cast.
There we go. Thank you. I'll fire. And I'm going to command their mechs to eject.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Right,
So it's a wisdom save.
Wisdom
17.
save? Okay.
17.
Okay. So
That's really smart.
All right, so I'm rolling wisdom against their mechs, not against
That's fine,
them themselves.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
like that
actually
play a
very good
lot.
for you.
I like that play.
Oh, okay. What was the save?
17.
17. They rolled 17,
Dang.
but they have a -1 to wisdom. So you watch as these two, you kind of like punch in a bunch of codes into the console, and once you hit fire, the strange, like almost the mane of King, like points all at once, and you see these weird tendrils of energy pulse out some kind of command at the two of them, and you hear, "All right, all we need to do is some kind of like pincer maneuver between these guys. They'll never see it." And then you see both of the mechs bend over, and just their backs just full on eject two piles, and you hear, "Whoa!" and you see little stars off in the distance.
That worked well. All right. That's
So
my
these
turn.
mechs are abandoned, but actually they're not destroyed; they're just abandoned.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna put these symbols on them.
Fire.
Cool. Those two are abandoned. Very good job. Next up is the goblin types. Seeing everything that just kind of happened in these last couple seconds, this one over here is like, do I have my notes? Captain Lafayette, we have a huge situation. I recommend we retreat all goblin types to the Relentless. I repeat, we need to retreat all goblin troops to the Relentless. These guys are strong. They're very strong. As this one's going to start moving away, and as it does, it's going to go ahead and fire one of its proton cannons at you, Gallo, since you're charging at it.
Yep.
Where's my character sheet? There we go. Yeah, so it's going to go ahead and shoot one at you. What's your AC?
18.
18? Cool. It fires its proton cannon directly at you, and it hits almost a direct hit, and not even a scratch. What are these things made of? Oh gosh. As that one does that, these two are still in play. This one, Zach, you shot at it, so it's gonna fire at you one shot. You hear him say, "You killed Johnny. The other Johnny, not the Johnny that was with you. You killed Johnny. I'll get you for this." And he fires one at you. What's your AC?
16.
Okay, that misses as well. As it fires directly on the head of your mech. No damage. What? Oh god. What are these things made of? And he starts moving away. And this one over here is gonna fire at you, King. These guys are nothing. Stand up, men. We can do this. And he fires at you as well, King. That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, I think that'll do it.
You take. Oh my gosh. You take 2 points. 2 points of damage.
Okay.
As like you see that there's a little scuff in the paint. I didn't mean to make you mad. As he starts moving away just from the general chaos. I think that's all the goblins that are active. So next up is top of the round. It's Reaper.
Okay, one thing I forgot. One of my Dark One's Blessing, when I reduce a hostile creature to 0 HP, I gain 16 temp hit points. So do I gain 32 for killing 2?
Your
Cool.
10 hit points don't stack.
They don't stack.
They
just
don't? Okay.
Yeah, you
I'm
gain.
just at 16.
Yeah. So
Okay.
basically what happens was after you fired the ion cannon, you saw a bunch of nanites fly back to your mech and produce a bunch of different shielding around it. So you have this weird like astral shielding projected, like an overshield just projected onto your mech.
Okay, and then second question. I know we don't have our weapons, but I'm a packed warlock, so I can summon my weapon. Or
Or-
for this fight, or we just don't have?
Let's say for this fight we don't have them.
Okay, okay. I was like, do I get around that or okay? Uh, all right, then I will ion blast the one that tried to shoot me.
All right, go for it. Oh, boss. Oh, he's gonna fire.
20.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Go and roll damage.
Ow, that's 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. As another insane ion blast rockets off, you say, "I don't get paid enough for this," and it just kind of like contorts and explodes from the interior. I don't think anyone's in range, so you guys should be okay.
Then I'll shoot this one.
Okay, go for it.
The abandoned mech?
That's a natural one. Oh, is
with
this
it-
abandoned?
Yep.
Yeah, but
Which
You
ones
already-
are abandoned?
these two on the side.
These two. Yeah, the little icons don't show up when they're this big.
Oh, okay.
But let's say you just already shot at it, so
I'm gonna shoot at it again.
Okay, so first of all, with a natural one, the ion cannon blasts just past its shoulder and creates a crater in the ground, and you see air is just being siphoned out of the station even faster.
That's not good. And a 14 on the next one.
14 definitely hits.
And that's 11 points.
11 points. Easy money. As you break an entire section of the mech, there's no one currently inside of it. Actually, it ejected, so it powered down, so these won't blow up.
And then I would like to move my 30 feet of movement. And
Let's say
And
for
then
the purposes of this, your guys' movement is 60, because 30 seems too little.
Okay.
so I'll move there.
Again, we're troubleshooting. I'm still trying to figure out what everything is.
Good. And I'm done.
Don't you
Cool,
dare
cool.
ruler on me.
And Gallo, I'm going to give you additional movement because you didn't get movement, your full movement on the last turn.
Perfect.
So you will make it up to this guy.
Cool. Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
All right. So if I can make it there with just my regular movement, then you should have never underestimated us, or you should have at least sent some more henchmen. And I'll use my fighting spirit. So all my attacks this turn have advantage.
Awesome.
And I'm here, and I also gain a certain amount of hit points too. 10 hit points. 10 hit points.
You see different plating on your mech just kind of open up, and this strange heat, almost like vents, start pulsing out just raw heat energy around your entire mech, just superheating the air around you. And in doing so, it makes this strange buffer between you and any attacks that can be done. Your targeting also enhances to an insane degree.
And I will make 3 attacks at the boss. Natural 20 on the first one.
That definitely
I'll
hits.
go ahead and roll damage for that. 14 damage there.
Okay. 14 damage. Just keep going.
Yep.
Um,
Does a 23 hit?
23 definitely hit. How many attacks do you have this turn?
One more after this one.
Okay, so those 2 attacks will definitely kill this guy.
Gotcha.
Just letting you know.
Yep.
And you have a little bit of movement. I don't know if you can make it to this guy though.
That's fine.
Unless you want to just make all 3 attacks for flavor against this guy.
Yeah, I'll do it for flavor. Another natural 20
Holy crap.
for 17 more points of damage.
Okay, all right. Let me move this stuff out of the way real quick.
You
No
do the
sense.
Z slice and
Yeah,
his
yeah,
mech
yeah, yeah,
just slides in different directions.
The superheated nature of your mech kind of coalesces around the blade. You don't have your beam weapon, but the blade is so superheated that it's almost like this bright red. As you do 3 quick swipes, there's like a spectral Z that just kind of hangs there in the air. We cut to the internals of the cockpit. It's just like klaxons are going off, and everything's staying red, and air sparks are going off. And you hear him say, "Captain, no, long live the EC!" And the entire thing just detonates in your face. You take no damage because you had 2 natural 20s.
Yeah, and I'm posing there in the explosion. Look cooler.
Here, let me add to the.
Yeah, that's...
As this one just detonates. You turn so your back is to the explosion, and you pose with the blade over your shoulder.
That's my turn.
All right, there's one dude left. King, you're up.
Okay. All the other fun things are here. What about this? And I'll press a button and send, and I'll fire off a call lightning. And since it creates a storm cloud, I imagine like a X-shaped kind of drone shoots out into the air and kind of hovers around a 60-foot circle. And not knowing its power, I'm gonna fire it and go command it at 6th level to do a call lightning and overcharge at 6th level.
A 6th threat level at an enemy. Got it.
And I'm gonna use my feature to overcharge it and make it do, without rolling damage, max damage.
Holy crap! Does
Which
he
means he does, but he'll take 30 if he passes.
Okay. All right. Holy crap! He got a natural 1. That's not even a joke.
So he takes 60 points of lightning damage.
This guy's like, I gotta retreat. I gotta get back to the cap. And that's all he says before just a pillar of light appears from an X-shaped drone that has just been coalescing lightning energy from just the atmosphere. This like superheated ray just blasts down on him, and you just hear that fades into the ether. There is nothing left of this mech. It is just gone. There's actually a small hole that is super molten where it was standing.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we gotta go take down their ship so they can't get away.
One ion blast should do it.
Oh.
Hello. Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
You guys see on the little monitor that appears the same like ensign looking guy. You guys need to get back to the ZX1. We're about to take off.
Fine. I'll get my revenge on those who attacked Colony 19 in the future.
Those goblin types weren't the only ones. There's an entire swarm of something out here. Most of our soldiers are dead from just fighting off the invasion in general. You guys are really the only defense we got left. From this comm, you see all of a sudden the guy's pushed to the side. You see like a very tall woman up here, and she kind of crouches down, and you see Matilda shows up on the comm. She takes like his headset. Are you guys okay?
Yes.
So far, so good.
How do you operate this thing? What?
Super glad you're okay. Onyx is on board. Onyx is on board the ZX1, so we're good to go. Also, Johnny's here. He's offering everyone snacks. Is that normal?
Unfortunately.
Okay, well, head down here as quickly as you can. We gotta go.
Okay.
The entire station is falling apart.
All right, let's go, guys.
It's true, mostly from some of your guys' damage that you caused. A lot of sections are just literally ripping apart, and you see buildings just being sucked out into the vacuum of space.
Before we go, can I run up to this abandoned mech? Is there any communication system that I can kind of rip out to look at later?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Can I cast guidance on myself?
Yeah. Are you casting it from your mech or from?
Yeah. I'm using its real good magnifying eyes.
You're using its scanners? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there it is. Investigation. Oof. With the D4 added, that will be not very great.
Yeah, that's not great.
No, a 10.
With a 10, you're sure there's some kind of communication device in here. And as you're gonna reach down to like grab it, the hole the Zax kind of burned into the ground from that natural one, the entire mech just slips and falls out of that hole.
Look, we don't have time. We gotta go, Miko.
But the information.
I have all the information I need. The EC attacked our home, and I'll never forgive them for that.
What about the destruction that we caused?
I'm not gonna worry about that right now.
Okay.
As you guys turn, your mechs have flight mode. They can use to fly around. You immediately start propelling your mechs in the direction of the research institute. That is now just like a crumble of a building. Let me go ahead and switch this up real quick. Oh no, wrong music.
Reminds me of
As you guys
Pokemon
are-
Coliseum.
As
Did
you're
you ever
zooming
play
through
Custom
different-
Robo, dude? It reminds me of the music from Custom Robo.
As you guys are zooming through different corridors, much different from like the urban like neighborhoods are used to. These are massive corridors meant for giant machinery to move through. As you zoom at full speed, you do find an airlock. One of you uses your mech to pry it open, and you fly out into the vacuum of space for the first time. As you're zooming around the exterior, you see one beautiful, sleek black ship, kind of just hanging there in space, ready to kind of fly away from the station. Your mechs all kind of like lock on to it and scan it, and you see the designations XZ1, and there is no name in the name filter. So as you guys are locked onto the ship, an auto landing sequence clocks for your mechs, and they begin to descend towards this beautiful, sleek ship. You guys land in the docking bay of the ship. The laser guided lights lock onto your mechs as you land on individual pads, and you are placed in a stall. All three of you are kind of placed side by side, and your mechs instinctively open up the cockpit and allow you guys to exit. As the little platform opens, and each of you is greeted by an MTF military officer who just kind of salutes as you guys exit your ships.
Oh man. I'm glad we were able to make it out of there.
I mean,
Are you
that
guys
is-
okay?
Oh yeah, yeah, that was easy.
As
I
Matilda's
just pressed
just
one button over and over again. They just died instantly.
Matilda's just kind of waving up at all of you. And you see Johnny's not too far behind. And behind them, you see Miss Maxwell, your anthropology teacher, who's looking very nervous. Behind, like kind of standing to the side of that small cluster of people, you also see the ensign that had been like walking you through different things, next to a couple of other like uniformed officers. And in front of all of them, you see the very like prominent figure of what you imagine to be the captain of the ZX-1. He is a tiefling with a long gray beard, and he's wearing a Morank'Tur Federation like military uniform with all the epaulets and like awards that is given to a person of their station. As you guys descend from your elevators, gravity's a little light here, so you don't have to. You can just float around if you want. But you make it in front of this captain-looking man. Are you boys all right?
Oh man, never better. That was crazy.
What about our home?
Unfortunately, we're going to have to bug out. Settlement 19, along with Settlement 21 and Settlement 27.
Three
Yes.
settlements.
Yes. Unfortunately, the EC got wind of our project. And, well, These are the only 3 mechs that we managed to recover.
Oh,
How many mechs were there?
9.
Oh gosh.
why did you make them in the demilitarized zone?
To make sure that they didn't catch wind of our project, in our sectors of space. We know that we're being surveilled.
You brought military mechs into a peaceful home.
I didn't do any of this. I was just ordered to retrieve them. You can blame the higher ups at the MTF if you wish, but right now, we gotta get out of here, and we gotta stay alive. And as far as I'm concerned, you 3 are the only ones that can protect us.
Who are these mechs made for?
Pilots, trained military pilots from the Morank'Tur Federation. However, they all died due to the carelessness of some scientists, and he's looking over at Onyx, who's just sheepishly kicking like a bolt that's on the ground. In any case, there's no point in pointing fingers at this point. I said point too many times. Welcome aboard the ZX-1. We haven't figured out a name for it yet. We have far too many refugees and far too little in everything.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, you should probably get back up to command zone and get us out of here then, huh?
You hear from behind the captain, a woman, brown hair. She looks elven. As she approaches, she says, Captain Rex, their full force is here, and you're not going to believe who's here as well. Who? Sir, the Relentless has just appeared in subspace. Well, shit. Of course. Lafayette. Boys, this is going to be a tough fight. Are you up to it?
As long as I have my friends with me on the battlefield, we can take on any enemy.
And next to you, Johnny's like, Johnny just appears next to you, Galen's like, yeah!
Not you, Johnny.
I can help. I can
No,
shoot a
you
gun.
couldn't. Right? No.
No, you can't.
We can use all the help we can get. We
He's
lost
not now.
I mean, can he hit a button?
No.
Yeah, I can hit. I've hit tons of buttons.
He pushes my buttons every day.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a long trip. All right. Let's fuel up on those mechs. Make sure that they're have all of their equipment and have all the energy they need. He turns. What in the world is this name that I gave this person? This isn't even a word. You know what? Ensign Johnson, the elven woman, just kind of goes into a salute and says, ready the ship for departure. Make sure, and then he turns to the other ensign that has been talking to you the entire time. Oh, I didn't name this guy. Hold on. Ensign Roberts. Make sure that these 3 pilots have everything they need. What are your names?
Zax.
Just Zax?
Zax, and
My name's Gallo Ryoshi. Look ready for the fight, Captain.
Gallo Ryoshi, and you? He points at you, Miko.
Miko Rico?
Miko Rico. I'm Captain Entiman Rex. Welcome to the ZX-1. And as of this moment, all 3 of you are conscripted into the MTF military as pilots of the UV-Mechs. He turns and starts moving towards the bridge. Speaking of which, welcome to the XZ-1.
Nice.
ZX1?
Whatever. I drew a little diagram of what it kind of looks like. You guys are currently all in the hangar. Is there anything you guys want to do before we head into this next section?
I'm ready for the fight.
I
Is there like a guide on these things, like a manual?
You see like a maintenance crew for the XZ1 walks up to you. Is like, hey, name's Donovan. I kind of worked on general maintenance of these things. Yeah, I've got a couple manuals if you guys need them to just look over how basic functions and stuff.
I would
also-
love one.
We also have sim training, but I don't think we have time for that. But here, and he kind of hands you guys each a manual of your mech.
I'll look at it as I'm going up the elevator to the cockpit.
All right, you guys are kind of thumbing through. You see the different functionalities, different abilities of each of your mechs, the loadouts that you can choose. If you were like a wizard, it would show you all of the different loadouts in that particular sense. It's all the different spells that you can prep.
Yep.
And that kind of thing. So, as you guys are all going back towards your mechs, Zach, you're kind of stopped by Matilda, who says, "Do you really need to go back out there? Shouldn't the military be able to handle themselves?"
I am the military now. I was conscripted. I told you school is pointless. Everything would work out.
Zax, this isn't exactly like a life plan.
Yeah, well, 50-50 I die anyway, so don't need to plan that far ahead.
She sighs and rolls her eyes. And then she says, "If you need me, I'm going to be in the medical bay assisting all the injured." And she turns and starts walking. Miko, you're stopped by Johnny, who walks up to you and says, "Hey, you got everything you need? Are you hungry? Like, anything I can do to help?"
I'm okay, I guess. Apparently I'm with the MTF now.
Yeah, that's crazy that they just conscripted kids.
Uh,
I didn't know they could do that. It's pretty wild.
you know how I feel about the military. Very
Yeah.
poorly.
Yeah, it's crazy that you're in the military right now. With everything that happened with your family and your mom and that whole thing.
Yeah. My two brothers died. I'll
Yeah,
never
your-
forgive
your
the
two
military
bro-
for it.
Yeah, your two brothers died thinking about going to the military. It was wild.
That's right. It was awful. In case I don't make it back like everyone else, here, and I'll take out a small little pin, and I'll, with my tinkering feet, or feature, I'll just say into it, "Johnny, stay safe. Remember me, Miko," and I'll hand it to him. You can always just press the top, and it'll say that.
A little tear forms in Johnny's eyes. Like, you'll make it back, man. I know you will. Like, you're my best friend.
I better make it back. There's a future I hope to see.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can like find a gun or something. And he starts walking away. And you're stopped again, Miko, by your father. "Hey, kiddo.
You made weapons in a demilitarized zone.
Yep. You know, not
Using
super...
you made my mech using pictures that I drew,
They were
schematics
good.
that I made.
They were great schematics. What can I say? You're a very clever boy."
You brought goblin class mechs into our settlement.
Miko, did I plagiarize your ideas? Yes. Did I drive a wedge between your mother and I? Yes. But that's not really something we have to argue about right now. You got bigger things on your plate. And partially your mother thing stuff was on you. But that's something you don't have to worry about right now. You got to get your head in the game for this combat that's coming up. But
I wasted one of my syringes on you, and I'll just walk past them.
I really appreciate it. As you guys get back into your mechs, you feel the entirety of the XZ1 lurch forward as it begins to move out of the docking bay. Section from here, you guys have a good visual of the entire station. Sections are kind of ripped and torn apart. Explosions are still going on. But what really catches your eye is the wall of mechs between you and the hyperspace route in the direction back to Morank'Tur. In the center of which is a massive dreadnought class ship. All of your identifiers lock onto it, and it just says EC Relentless in bright red letters. All right, you guys hear the captain speak over the comms. This isn't going to be an easy fight. Battle stations level 3. We're going to be using every battering ram, every level of missile, every level of photon and energy cannon against to break our way through. We're going to ask the UVs, the UV-Mechs, to hold them off and keep us in the clear for long enough to get to the jump point, at which point all 3 of you are to report back and land on the ship. Am I clear?
Yes, Captain.
Yes.
Sure.
All right. Mobilizing the XZ-1 into position, and we will launch each individual mech in cool anime fashion.
What?
Okay. Like when my trucks leave the garage in my truck driving simulators.
Almost exactly, yes. Let me go ahead and prep the board here.
We have our beam weapons now, right?
Yeah, you guys have all of your equipment now.
I don't know if this is possible with the layout of our mechs in the ship, but can I reach them with my mech before we launch?
The other mechs? Yeah, you definitely can.
Oh yeah. I'll just say, guys, I've read through my manual already, and I learned that I can actually do this. And I'll put my hand on each of them, my mech hand, and kind of send a jolt of electricity through them, and doing a 4th level aid. So you get 15 temporary hit points to start off for 8 hours.
I have 16 temp hit points from earlier.
Yeah. Well, guess it's not for you then.
Yeah, you can choose the higher.
F you.
How'd you finish your manual already? I'm barely through mine.
Don't you know how to
You guys
read?
open those things?
Okay.
It's like a dictionary thick.
It's just a manual of weapons of mass destruction made in our own settlement.
Yeah, made by your father, Miko. This is your fault, basically.
That's what he said too. I basically just made my mech.
Look,
Okay.
the only thing we're gonna make is more trouble if we don't destroy what's in front of us right now.
All mechs ready to launch.
Bushido Dreadnought ready to launch.
Bushido Dreadnought launching. As a powerful surge passes by you, and you are floating in the vastness of space. Before you see legions of goblin types, just all raring with different types of rifles than the ones before that weren't seeming to hit as regularly. These are more space-bearing battleship class rifles, probably more primed to do actual damage. Next up, hold on, I forgot to. The Reaper launches. Apocalypse Reaper, full speed magnet rails out of the XZ-1, floating in space near the Dreadnought, and finally King also magnet rails out of the ship. You guys are a good distance away from the ship, so it is not being represented on screen. The purple indicator shows where your ship is at the current moment. The yellow indicator at the base here shows where the enemy's capital ship is at the moment, in position-wise in space.
Got it. Very cool.
Your objective is to survive a total of 5 rounds. And then other things will happen. As swarms of goblin types start moving your direction, I need everyone to roll initiative once more.
Oof.
Ooh.
And so for our like spells, this is 5 feet per square, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just
Right, right.
double checking. All right, continue.
Do we
Right,
still
this
move
board
60
should-
here?
For this one, you should move 30.
Okay.
This one is accurately scaled.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one was kind of wonky. Let me add all of your initiatives correctly in here. King, which initiative? Oh no, sorry.
It's 4. Sorry.
Yeah, 4. Got it. Reaper, you got a 7. And then Dreadnought, you got a 21. Dang. We're rolling so low at the beginning of all this.
I don't know. Really turned it around here at the end game.
Okay, let me roll for goblin types. 16. Get rid of this one. Okie dokie. As you guys are mobilizing through space, you see different divisions of these goblin types moving towards you. Different chatters kind of going on between all of them. There's too many to like identify a specific thing to say from any one of them. The closer they get, though, you hear this one identified in green say, "These chumps don't know what's coming to them. We got all better gear now, baby!" As they're flying directly at you. This one over here is like, maybe we shouldn't antagonize them. We're not entirely sure, like, what they're capable of yet. Maybe, assess their movements first. And this one over here in yellow says, that's all. Just maniacal laughter. As they're moving in, Bushido, you're up.
All right. As I draw my sword, fire ignites from the blade, and I will use my bonus action to ignite the beam saber.
Very nice.
Miko,
Beam saber-
you get the ones on the left. I'll get the ones on the right. Zax, you handle that laughing bastard in the middle. Pew! And I'll go ahead and take my 3 attacks here.
Go for it.
22 to hit.
Definitely hits. Go and roll damage.
I'm gonna roll damage and roll 20. Here. 19,
Yeah, that's fine.
19 damage.
19 damage. As you strike first into this goblin, you cut off 2 of its legs, but the thrusters are still going. The person's like, "See, I told you we should have assessed their abilities before." we
And
go
my
jump into
second
combat."
attack comes in with a 23.
23 definitely hits. Go and roll damage.
24 damage.
Yeah, easy enough. This time you spin the blade and you stab it directly through the cockpit. The person just goes silent. Hitting through the cockpit does not cause enemies to explode.
And I think that's it.
Okie dokie.
Since I'm out of movement.
Violent speed. Just you crack through the through space. 2 quick swipes, and you took out one of the goblins already. The rest of the goblins are fairly shook by that sudden burst of insane power. Next up are the goblins, actually. Keeping the distance. After you seeing one of the number be annihilated so quickly. They're gonna go ahead and fire at you, Bushido, first of all. I'm just gonna do a couple volleys. That way we're not bogged down with every individual one firing.
Yeah.
Misses, hits, hits.
AC is 18.
Yeah. Okay, so I did 4 attacks. 2 of them hit.
Cool.
As ion lasers are flying past your mech, the goblins are just firing in like sporadic shots. The lasers just literally flying through space. A couple just hit you pretty hard. You see electricity just pulsing from the sections that were damaged on your mech. You take a total of 13 points of damage. Okay, and then I'm gonna do another volley. 2 attacks against Reaper and 2 attacks against King. Okay, King, does an 18 hit?
Yep.
Okay, then a 24 definitely hits.
Yep.
You take a total of 18 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then Zax, does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay, you take 5 points of fire damage.
Ooh,
As these
half,
lasers,
because I'm resistant to fire.
you are resistant to fire. As the energy, the plasma bolts that are being fired from these ion cannons are hitting you. The material that yours was created out of was highly resistant to heat. Therefore, you have that damage. Okay, very cool. So that was only some of the goblins firing. They're all just kind of like watching what's happening. Some are just shooting pot shots and warning shots at the moment. At the end of the goblin's turn, you guys see all the way in the distance the massive, like, dreadnought ship is closing in, and you, even from here, like, there's no noise in space, but that's because it travels so quickly you can barely hear it. This is like a weird, undulating, resounding sound, and you notice why it's so weirdly undulating. A horde of missiles is flying directly at all of you. It's firing basically M2 missiles at you guys. Each of you is going to take 3 bolts. It's magic missile. Magic missiles are hitting you. What's magic missile again? Is a D something?
D4.
1d4
1d4?
1d4 plus 1.
for each.
Yep. For,
So level
for
1
each-
magic missiles, 3 missiles, and then each level above 1 is an additional missile.
Ooh, gosh, those are really good rolls. You each take 14 points of force damage. I rolled 2 4s and a 3.
Nice.
You each take 14 points of force damage as these missiles, these M2 missiles, just explode, just all around you guys. You're kind of rocked by different explosions hitting all of you.
I love that. That's so cool.
Next up is Reaper.
Okay, I read this in the manual. Let's try it. And I start charging up a very powerful attack. A fireball.
Nice.
Deck save 17.
You open like the central chest cavity of your mech. That's where like the symbol is, the inverse like demonic pentagram, and where you are currently seated. You recede back into like the back of your mech, and this energy starts coalescing like a massive orb, a tiny sun pretty much, at the center of your mech, and it kind of clips together and it just shoots out in their direction. Where are you dropping it?
So I have a radius of 20 feet, and I'm really bad at this. I was trying to figure out where it is that I hit the most goblins in one hit. So
right on top
radius
of the,
is half, so it's a 40-foot diameter.
Yeah, it's literally right on top of yellow.
Yeah,
Okay.
right on top of yellow would be the best one. Yeah,
Because it hits,
okay.
it hits,
it hits
literally,
everything.
It hits all of these right here.
Okay, so it's
It
a
hits this guy.
deck 17.
Okay, I'm gonna just roll 1 dex here in front of everyone. What's their dex? Okay, they have a +2 to dex.
Oh,
Wow. All right,
All
roll that.
right, what's the damage, baby?
36 points of fire damage.
36 points of fire damage is enough to annihilate every single one of those in the center.
And then I gained 16 temp hit points for reducing.
what level was that?
5th,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah,
It's
2
a
spell
warlock,
slots,
right?
dude, or 3 spell slots. Yeah,
That's a solid.
he only has max level spell slot.
Yeah, it only casts.
Oh, jeez, that's awesome. All right, sorry.
That was an excellent use of a spell slot. Not gonna lie. At the end of your turn,
Hello, I think I did it.
at the end of your turn, your entire chassis is super heated, and you can even feel it from your cockpit. Like it's super hot in there. As you heard screaming at first from all these different mechs, and then silence, eerie silence from everyone there. Very nice, well done. At the end of your turn, the XZ1 is going to shoot out anti-laser flares, and they're basically taking the defensive action. So everything has disadvantage against the XZ1.
Yeah,
Next
Luke,
up,
did I do it?
I think so. There's a giant hole between the left and the right side now.
King, you're up.
Sure. That really put a difference on what to do. Because I was also going to do something right there. So,
Uh,
but in
Apocalypse
this
Reaper.
in this case, I guess I'm going to. Let's just say Yeah, I'll do what I was going to do. I'm going to send out from me a smaller mech. I'm gonna summon Celestial.
Cool.
A Celestial Spirit. And I'm gonna do it in the
Who's piloting it?
I'm gonna do the Avenger Celestial Spirit. So
Okay.
it's a little mech that appears next to me, and it takes its turn right after me. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's going to attack.
1 second, let me pull it up real quick. Oh, come on.
It can make 2 attacks.
Who are you gonna attack?
Green.
Green. Okay.
Oh, I will. Sorry, I was going to move.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
All right, there we
I'm
go.
gonna,
I'm going.
I'm gonna just give you a little bat. How's that?
That's fine.
There it is.
My small mech appears next to me. It's gonna fire at this one over here. First, that is a 12 plus. Oh, it's just a oh, it's with my modifier. 17.
17 against this guy? Yeah, that definitely hits. Go and roll damage.
Okay. 2d6 plus 2 is 6. Plus 5 is 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage as your this tiny little drone pops out. It looks like a small angel starts flying through the air. A little like turret gun appears from it and starts firing, just kind of zooming next to you and shooting independently with a computer connection. As it fires, it starts doing like heavy dents into the goblin, but it is not quite down.
All right, it'll do it again. A 13.
13 does not hit,
All
unfortunately.
right. That's it.
Okay. Then it is the top of the round. This is the end of the first round, which means...
Yeah.
Let me grab some stuff real quick. You guys watch as from the distance there are other fighters coming in. You see a couple extra goblins, but they're flanked by another mech type. That Miko, go ahead and roll a tech check for me.
Yep. How does 18?
With an 18, you definitely recognize these. These are the ones that are on the cover of the video game. These are Hobgoblin class.
Oh. All right. Do they usually attack melee or from a distance?
A combination.
Okay.
Their loadouts are fairly different, but they are far more tactical in how they move and operate. But they appear on the scene along with several extra goblin types. They get to about there for backup. And then top of the round, Bushido.
I'll go here. I'll make an attack.
Go for it.
If I can find it. How does a 26 sound?
Oh yeah, that definitely hits. Gun roll damage.
Bam! 21 damage.
21 points of damage. Yeah, it's looking real hurt. You're using your beam saver, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. I didn't do this beforehand. It's killing me now. As you take your beam saber, you swipe across. It tries to block with its shield, and you just cut straight down through the shield into its shoulder, and it's melting an entire section of it. But it's still operational.
As my bonus action, I will use hammering horns. So directly after an attack, I can make a horn attack. As
Yeah,
a
go for
bonus
it.
Action. 28.
Yeah, definitely hits. Go and roll damage.
Only 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. You're kind of pushing down with the blade, making a good opening, and then you lower the head of your mech and you just drive it through the opticals of the goblin. It's looking hurt, but it's still up.
God damn it. I'll make another attack.
Go for it.
23.
Hits.
19 points of damage.
Yeah, that definitely does it. You unstick the blade. Actually, you just turn off the blade. Then you turn it back on. You swipe across the central portion of it, and it cuts it in half. In doing so, it is going to detonate. Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
14.
14 makes it. You take no damage as the mech explodes.
Take my last 10 feet of movement and make my third and final attack at this guy here.
Yeah, go for it.
It's a 13 hit.
13 does not hit, unfortunately.
Cool.
As this one just saw you do a crazy side swipe at the other one, and you rocket boosted into its direction. Then when it did, it raised its shield and kind of like locked your blade in place and pushed you away. It lost its entire shield. You just slice the shield in half and start to keep going after it.
That's my turn.
Cool. It's the goblins' turn now, along with the hobgoblins. Because they also rolled a 16. So that's just convenient for everyone. The goblins are all going to take volleys again, so that's 4 attacks on each of you.
And what do the defensive missiles do?
Oh wait, what did I do?
Attacks against the ship are at disadvantage.
Yeah, against the ship where it's advantage. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be doing this. Okay, only 1 hits on Mika. What's your class?
16.
16. Yeah, 1 hits. You take 6 points of fire damage. Zax. What's your armor class?
16.
16. 2 hits against you. You take 12 points of fire damage.
Half to 6.
Correct. Gallo, what's your AC?
18.
18. Only 1 hits on you. 5 points of fire damage on you, Gallo. And then the hobgoblins get some attacks. Let me grab that character sheet. Yeah, that's more like it. Hobgoblins, since there's only 3, they take 3 attacks against each of you. Well, that one definitely misses. Where is...
Captain Longbow. Hobgoblin.
Okay, so that misses Miko entirely.
Yep.
These 2 hits should be hitting much better than this. Hits. What's your AC, Zax?
16.
16. Okay, that's just on. So you take another 12 points of fire damage. Halved.
Half to 6. Okay.
And then Gallo. 2 hit on you for a total of 12 points of fire damage. And so basically it's just volleys and volleys of these rifles just firing in your guys' direction. You're maneuvering and moving around the lasers, just flowing and boosting to dodge out of the way of all these volleys. On occasion, you're just raising like energy shields to just entirely block a section as you have to glide through other volleys of lasers. But you're doing a good job at directing and moving stuff. I'm gonna move this squadron over here. I'm gonna move this squadron closer up this way. I'm gonna move this squadron up here, and then I'm gonna move these guys. Actually, I'm gonna separate these guys. And this one's gonna separate, and this one's gonna stay in rear command. Cool. Next up is Reaper.
They're so bunched. You make it too tempting.
Could you imagine if David died again from getting fireballed by his teammates?
Yeah.
It just seems like this is the ideal spot on this guy, so I can hit so many of them again.
This guy, all right. Yeah.
We're all trying to.
I was just making sure you were right. Although,
So from this spot, you can hit up to this guy and over to this guy and down to this guy.
so it's really about the maximum amount
And,
of hobgoblins you can hit. So.
Yeah, which I hit 4 in this one blast. So Emil, that's what I will be doing.
As you do that, one of the hobgoblins, like a canister opens up behind them, and an intercept missile fires towards your fireball. I need to. What do I need to roll to counterspell?
So it has to. Is it a 3rd level counterspell?
Yeah, it's a 3rd level counterspell, so it needs to roll higher than a certain amount, right?
I believe it's higher than a 15. It's 10
have
plus
any
the
clue
spell's
on that.
DC. Or no, 15 or 10 plus the spell's level, I think, is the DC.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I have 0. Like it's just a straight roll on this, so I need to roll above a 15 to counterspell this.
I believe that's correct.
So I'm just gonna roll d20 on the board.
Oof.
Well, with seeing that, then you see a canister shoot out from my mech, and I will be counterspelling your counterspell.
It's a 3rd level counterspell. A counter missile fires and intercepts the counter missile that they shot and the fireball detonator.
That's all your spell slots, right?
Yep, that's all my spell slots. I want to make sure this one goes through.
The fireball detonator hits in the center. Go ahead. What do I need to roll a save on that?
17.
Dex 17. So one roll for the goblins, one for the hobgoblins.
Right, this one's for the hobgoblins. They have. Oh, gosh, dang it. Not great.
Cool.
Oof, that's hobgoblins, and then.
Who needs spells, man?
Okay.
That's
Natural
it's a
20.
goblin.
Okay,
The
well,
goblins.
better the hobgoblins fail anyway.
60 damage.
That would
my-
be legit crazy.
My D&D Beyond is glitched because
It's-
the dice is stuck on top. 31 points of fire damage total.
15.
So 15 to the goblins, 31 to the hobgoblins.
Okay,
So the only hobgoblins that aren't hit are this one on the outside here, and then this one on the outside here.
got it.
And then everything else in this area, including this guy's hit.
Okay, so all of the goblins are still alive except for this one on top. This one definitely explodes because it already took damage.
Alright.
Everyone is still standing, actually.
Cool. And then I want to take my movement. You said I can move 60 feet?
30.
No, 30 feet.
Just 30? Okay, I'll move 30.
Go for it.
And then I'm passing.
Are you able to move
I-
your...
No, I can't.
Here. Oh, that's my bad.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
There you go. You should be able to move now.
I'm done.
Cool. King, you're up.
All right, so all these people are still standing.
Yes.
Dang,
Not
That sucks.
blood.
that sucks a lot, but it is what it is. All right, I'm going to press a button in my mech. A giant glass, like magnifying glass, is gonna pop up, and I'm gonna cast Dawn. So
Oh, dang.
a radius of 30 feet.
Okay.
A radius of 30 feet. I believe is centered here. Yeah. It's gonna
Holy
be
crap.
centered. It's gonna be centered here, so it doesn't hit me.
Okay. All right.
Never mind. It's gonna be centered here, so it doesn't hit any of my friends.
Holy crap. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I can hit everyone and not.
Yeah. So let me narrate something that happened before. I didn't narrate it, and I really should have. Reaper, you open up again with another insane energy, like coalition of fire. It fires out of your mech and lands directly spot on in the middle of these goblin types. As it kind of detonates, the hobgoblins kind of curl up to like brace for the attack. And they kind of get a slight kickback, and all of them are still standing. And then King, like the mane on the back of King circles, and a strange amplification opens above it, just like collecting energy and solar power. It fires this magneto ray in the direction up, like above everyone, and it bends the light down and strikes downwards on everyone. So what did
It
they
is
roll?
a Constitution save of 17.
Oh, that is not good. That's real bad. That's real
Well, I
bad.
rolled pretty not great, so it's not gonna be high damage, but that's okay.
They both fail. The goblins and the
18
hobgoblins.
points of radiant damage.
Okay. Does it hit all of these
It
goblins down
hits
here?
everyone on the right side. Yeah,
Okay, they're
literally.
all gone.
As light just pours down. It's as bright as the sun.
You guys just watch as this magneto ray of light strikes down on all of these goblin types. Not even explosions, not even like a pops in space. You just see their shadows disintegrate under the light. And then once the ray is gone, does the ray disappear, or can you move it?
Oh,
I can't
it
remember.
stays. It's staying.
Yeah, so this strange ray is just continually pulsing down into space. It's just flowing down towards further into space. That King just has constantly up. All right, anything else, King?
Yeah, I'll move that in a second. I'm gonna move right here.
Okay, you're not gonna attack this dude.
No, that was my action.
Okay, then he's gonna take an attack of opportunity.
Let him. Let him.
Just
Can I let
throw-
him hit me?
um, you let him, and his sword just kind of bounces off harmlessly.
Okay. I was gonna let him. Never mind. All right, my boy here, my little celestial being that exists. He's going to whip around. He's going to attack, and it's going to do. Oh, he's gonna have to take an attack of opportunity. Oh, he already used it.
Yeah,
All
he
right,
already used his
two
reaction.
attacks.
So.
It's gonna take 2 attacks. An 18 and a 15, or a 23 and a 15.
Who are you attacking?
The one that's still alive.
Oh,
with
I see.
With my boy. With my little.
Yeah. They both hit.
All right, so it's just gonna be 4d6, 17 points of damage.
Yeah. This one
Plus
actually,
four
this
is
one hasn't
21.
taken damage yet.
All right, so 21 plus 10, so 31.
Okay, yeah, no, it's definitely dead. As it just explodes from the sheer ferocity of like barrage of attacks. This constant pulse of light is still beaming downwards in space. You hear in his last moments, Captain Lafayette, we need desperate help, as it's disintegrating. You guys hear from your captain, Captain Rex, says, "Good job, boys. Just keep a watchful eye. Captain Lafayette seems to be on his way." All of you get a reticle marker pointing back towards the ship, and you see another mech is entering the fray.
All right. That's
Alright,
it.
next.
That's it.
Next up, at the top of the round. Oh, sorry for that weird explosion. You guys see as a newcomer enters the fray. Allow me to.
I don't have AoE. It's not my fault. Y'all are double AoEing the other side.
It's like, imagine what this would look like if we were all single target, dude.
Yeah.
It would look cooler.
It would look just like your side, except double. You've killed like what, 2?
I've killed
That's
several.
I mean, it's impressive.
Hey, Gallo, your mech kinda sucks.
No, he just hasn't read the manual yet. Zax, he'll get there.
You guys
Ah!
see a Miko. You don't even have to roll for this. You see a dragon type mech flying into the fray. All you guys' comm screens just blink into life, and you see this strange looking man. He is wearing a strange visor over just his eyes, bright golden hair locks to about his shoulders, and he has very feminine features. So it's weird that I'm saying he, because you really can't tell. They also have like this like blue lipstick, but just on the bottom lip, and you hear them say, "Oh, yes, they do. UV type mechs from the MFT." I don't really know what the acronym is for enemies, but it doesn't matter. I just need to be flamboyant and over the top to be the villain of this piece. I bet you all know who I am already.
No.
It
I
is
don't have a damn idea.
I will introduce myself anyway, because I was going to, whether you knew me or not. My name is Victor, and... What the heck? Oh yeah. My name is Victor Dominus Lafayette, Captain of the EC Relentless, and a Dragon-type user. You boys have no idea what kind of conflict you've gotten yourselves into. You really think that these goblins are all we have at the EC? To me, they're just fodder. I wanted to see what you were capable of, and you did not disappoint. You gave me everything, every tasty morsel of data I craved. You just hand-fed it to me. Even now, you're letting me wax poetical, even though you could have moved at any point. It doesn't matter. I'm going to end your miserable, tiny lives for what they are. Miserable and tiny. Bye-bye! As the screen goes dark, you see the dragon type begins to encircle the arena. It does get to move first. It rolled a 25. What kind of damage is this circle, by the way?
It is radiant.
Good. It is immune to radiant damage.
Of course.
So it's going to fly directly into here, and it's going to position itself real nice. I think right about here. And it's going to turn the head of this strange draconic like a metal beast. It's gonna like all these thrusters are gonna start to like boost up in preparation for the most freaking wicked cone of fire you guys have ever seen. I need both Reaper and King to make dexterity saving throws, please.
17.
14.
Ooh, very nice.
14.
Cool. Let me double check on this.
I don't think.
Oh, yeah, that did not save, unfortunately. You each take...
Both of us failed?
Yes.
Oh. Wow.
You each take 94 points of fire damage. Zax, that is halved for you since you are resistant. King, you take the full brunt of that fire damage as this ion ray of flame, so much harder than the sun, passes directly through your guys' mechs. You see sections of it begin to boil and bend at odd angles, as this is a devastating machine that you're up against.
Yes. I'm going to use a feature, Dark One's Own Luck, to add a d10 to my saving throw.
Oh, okay. Go
To
for it.
try
Nice.
and pass this.
What was it before?
It was a 17 before.
17. So to pass, I'll just let you know up front. In order to pass this, you need a 24 dexterity saving throw.
I rolled a 23.
Unfortunately, you
Pico?
did not pass.
Oh, you need a concentration check.
Oh, I'm out. No.
Oh.
Yeah,
My
he's
mech
unconscious,
fails.
right?
Yeah, my mech fails.
Okay,
Are
what's
you
happening?
Miko? Are you unconscious?
Yeah.
Cool, good to know. Zax, where are you at?
I'm right here.
Half of 94, I believe, is
52? No,
52.
40.
No,
47.
47.
47. Cool.
I'm still up.
So you're still up. Miko, your mech is making death saves right now.
Yes, it is.
So after everything's crunched in, you see all of your screens just kind of go dark, and you have overheating on the display, and you see a countdown timer until your core ruptures. As the countdown timer is counting down at the moment, you, Miko, get to act. So on your turn,
Yeah.
after you make a death save for your mech, you're gonna go ahead and act and do something on your turn. Let me double check on my big guy here. Lafayette. Ooh, that was so much fun! Fear me, you imbeciles. You stand no chance against me. I need you guys all to roll wisdom saving throws, please.
As our mechs.
20.
Yeah, as your mechs.
Okay.
Well, not you, Miko. You're
Right.
Your mech's down. So both of you failed. You are both frightened. You cannot get closer to the dragon mech.
Huh.
So, work around that. As Lafayette is just laughing to himself. Top of the round. No, sorry, not top of the round. Next up is Bushido.
Okay. I guess the first thing I will do is I will here and make back on this hobgoblin.
Yeah, go for it.
Before I do, I'm going to fighting spirit.
Cool.
So I'll gain 10 hit points, and all my attacks have advantage. 24.
Definitely hits.
That's 24 points of damage.
Okay. That hurts.
28
28 definitely hits.
for 18 points of damage.
18. Go and make a dexterity saving throw for me.
13.
13. Yeah, that succeeds. The mech explodes, and you are perfectly safe. I need to make a dex save for his companion, however. Fails, so he takes the damage. Ooh, that's not good. He's still standing, though.
And then I don't care about the opportunity attack, so I'll move here. We'll use up this guy.
Go for it.
15.
15 just hits.
So 16 points on this guy.
Okay, this guy's also down. Gonna roll. He does not explode.
Being taunted, I'll action surge. I'll take an attack on this guy here.
Go for it.
This should be an advantage.
That's
Sure,
fine.
26
it hits.
hits.
Yeah, that hits. That hits.
21.
21 hurts a ton.
28. Or 11 points of damage.
He is also down and rolled to see if it explodes. He does not explode.
Move here and take an attack at this guy.
Dang, that action surge. Go ahead.
15.
15 just hits.
Or 18 points of damage.
18 points down. This is a goblin. Yeah, he's still up.
That's
Barely, though.
my turn.
Very
Actually,
nice.
I'm gonna move.
Got it. Sounds good. All right. Next up is the goblinoids, the goblin types. Seeing that Captain Lafayette is out on the battlefield.
Did I get skipped in this round of combat?
No, you're up next.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Seeing what's going on with the captain currently being here, you guys hear over the comms, "Oh gosh, the captain came out on the dragon type. He's an insane human. We gotta get out of here." And you see these guys are starting to bug out. At the end of their turn, I kind of skipped the battleships this entire time. Their ship is gonna do a burst to just give them advantage against disadvantage to any attacks against their ship, the enemy ship. Your guys' ship is gonna focus their Gestalt cannons at the dragon type. Dragon type's gonna make a save, which it probably will make. But I will roll anyway. That doesn't do it. It didn't make it save. Cool. So, is that right? It's a 20 save. Okay. Then it's gonna take damage. What's the Gestalt weapons damage type?
Ancient red dragon, huh?
Gestalt energy type. It's force damage. Cool. I'm just gonna roll this here. Cool. 62 points damage against. As you guys see, two very powerful, insane gravity lasers smash directly into the dragon type. It shakes into the space, and then the two robotic wings expand out and gust forward, and the laser is dissipated. Oh, how they try and dance around me. Oh, this will never do. I guess I'm just gonna have to destroy everything. That is the goblins and your guys' turn. Reaper, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna use.
Actually, sorry, point of order. Bushido, roll a wisdom saving throw. See if you break out of your fear.
I'm gonna reroll
Nope.
that. I can
Oh,
feature
yeah.
my indomitable feature.
Go for it.
25. Natural
25. Yeah, you succeed. You are no longer feared. All right. Now it's Reaper's turn. Sorry about that, Reaper.
No, you're good. You're good. I'll use my feature, my Mystic Arcanum, and summon a fiend.
Okay.
I'll summon it right here, behind the dragon.
What fiend are you summoning?
That's a great question.
Another
I'm gonna
great question. Did this goblin try and leave, by the way?
He didn't. He would have taken an attack of opportunity, and he's really hurt.
A Yugoloth.
sorry, drinking. Yugoloth.
Yugoloth.
How you spell that?
Y. Wait, I lost it. Where'd it go? Okay, Yugoloth.
Have an
A large-
Utiug. You cool with an Utiug?
That's fine.
I'm just gonna put a marker down because I can't find the.
It has 60 HP, and that's all I care about.
I'm just gonna put them here. Yeah, I put a marker down for you.
Cool. And then I'm
as-
going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away.
As the canister ejects from your mech, flies like a rocket behind the dragon, and explodes and reconstitutes itself into this robotic creature that you've created. What do you like to do?
Is it just going to have the same initiative as me?
Yeah, just for simplicity's sake.
Okay, I'm just going to have it attack.
Go for it.
It has a claw attack. It has my spell attack modifier to hit, so is that... What's my to hit?
It's in your modifier.
It should be in your attack modifier.
Yeah, spells, and then
If you
it's
click
the
on
plus,
spells,
plus something modifier
it
at the
says-
top.
yeah.
I have a regular +5 modifier, but
Yeah.
my spell attack's +9.
It's +9.
Okay. So I'll roll a d20. That's 17 plus 9, so 26.
26 does hit.
Cool. So claw attack does a d8 +3 plus the spell's level slashing damage. So it's a d8 plus 9.
Go for it.
So 17 points of damage,
Very nice.
and
Let
then
me double check
I only
something real
get
quick.
So I get 3 attacks, so that's just the first one.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll the next 2 attacks. Immediately after each other.
So 13 and
Misses?
a 17.
Both miss.
Okay.
Cool. As this this machine that you've concocted appears behind with its 2 claws, it starts raking across the back of this dragon type. It pulls off like small sections of metal, but it doesn't seem to do any real damage to it, even with laser claws. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Cool. King, I need you to make a death save for King.
Yes. All right, that's one pass.
That's one success.
Uh,
As you see the overheating meter starting to cool down just a little bit. Miko, you are inside of the cockpit. You see the comms are just flickering on the side. You see a familiar face through it. Go ahead and roll just d20 to see who shows up on the comm screen.
Okay, sure.
It's God.
13.
You're dead.
With the 13, luckily it's not Onyx, it is Johnny. Johnny's on the screen. Miko, you okay? Do you need any help?
My mech shut down, overheated.
Yeah, we have readings that it's about to detonate. You gotta be careful.
All right.
That was not helpful.
I need.
David, you're
what?
breaking up real
No,
bad.
just the mech's almost out of power, so
Okay, yeah, I was really role playing.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can tell me if it doesn't work this way. Can I cast Cure Wounds on my mech?
So you can't revive your mech as a person.
Okay.
You have to do it as like a you have to do it as a another mech or something like that. But it sounds like you want to try and do some repairs to possibly give you
Yes.
advantage on your next save.
Yes, that is exactly what I would like to do.
So go ahead and do a tech check to see if you do enough repairs to give yourself advantage on your next death save.
Since I canonically read the manual, can I have advantage?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage for that.
Yeah. All right.
You did read the manual.
Oof. 20. Dirty.
Yeah, dirty 20. You'll definitely have advantage on your next death save.
Cool. All right. That's it.
Okay, next up, this is the top of the 4th round. You don't see anything else coming from the Relentless. You guys do see the XZ1 is in prime position, is getting into prime position to get the heck out of here. As the Dragon type, you guys have not figured out the name of this mech, is currently moving at insane speeds. He gets to about here and says, "Lovies."
An attack of opportunity.
Did you move? Did he move past you?
He moved out of my.
Yeah. You can definitely take an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Natural 20.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Go and roll damage. Double the dice.
It's 19 points of slashing damage.
19 points of slashing damage. Very
wait.
nice. What's up?
No, that's not true. Oh yeah, it is 19 points.
Cool.
Never.
As it flies over here, it's going to say, "Oh, lovies, I'm having a grand old time. Oh no, this strange-looking bull one hasn't taken any damage from me. Better rectify that, as he's going to take all of his attacks against you, Gallo."
Bring it on.
Also, this is a Yugoloth ability. After he makes an attack or misses an attack, he can teleport up to 30 feet into an unoccupied space.
Yeah,
So,
sure. If you want,
I want to TP him 30 feet closer to the dragon now.
Yeah. Right here.
So, yep. There we go. And
Cool.
that's it for that.
It hyper boosts in the towards the dragon. As it's doing that,
Locked on.
all three of you get a message from the ship. You see Johnny appear on your monitor saying, "We're good to go. You guys have held off long enough. You guys need to bug out. Get back to the ship. We're about to jump."
How are we supposed to do that?
Hold on. I'll talk to the captain, see if we can distract the dragon type. Yeah, and he runs away from the console. As the dragon type is going to take 3 attacks against you, Gallo. First one's going to be a bite attack. 19 hit.
Yep.
Cool. You take. Oof. Uh, 20 points of damage from that first attack. And an additional 15 points of fire damage as the maw of the dragon type bites down onto your mech, and then fire just erupts in that space. As it kind of rips away, it's going to slash down with its claw. I don't know why I'm not hiding these, but I'm just going to do them up front. 21 does hit.
True, it does.
Might as well just do it this way. I'm going to roll it again, but I'm just going to take the damage. So 13 points of slashing damage. And then as it claws you, your mech starts to rotate in space. You see the thrusters burst onto the side, and its tail's just going to slam against you. 31 definitely hits.
Yep.
You take an additional 19 points of bludgeoning damage, and your mech is currently rotating at an insane speed. How you doing?
I'm good.
Cool.
I have 146 health points.
Left?
No, total.
Oh, okay. I'm like, holy crap. All right. Okay. And then... No, that's it. That's all you can do. Bushido, you're up.
You're one cocky bastard! But now it's my turn! And I will take 6 attacks. Well, first I'm going to use my final Fighting.
Wait, how are you taking? How are you
Uh,
taking 6 attacks?
I'm gonna action search.
How many action surges do you have? 2?
Yeah, I think I have 2.
Did you already use one at the other
Yeah,
fight?
I used one. No, I just used one last turn.
Okay, cool.
And my fighting spirit. So I'm gonna get 10 temp health points, and I'm going to 6 attacks at advantage.
Go for it.
The samurai is stronger than the dragon.
First one's a 25.
25 just hits.
Nice. Okay. The second one is a 27, so that hits.
Hits.
Third one does not hit. The fourth one does hit. It's 3 hits. 2 more. The 2 doesn't hit.
Does not hit.
25 does, so that's 4 hits total. So
That's pretty good. That's above average for that kind of roll.
Well, they're all at advantage, so I would hope so. D8 plus what's 7 times 4? It's 20
28.
plus 8d6. 81 points of damage.
How much is that? How much of that is fire damage?
The d6s. 9, 13, 18, 21, 25, 30, 36.
36 is removed and negated entirely. So it's a total of how much damage?
Like 55 or something like that.
That's pretty good. As you strike into its form with various attacks, you
45
see
points of damage.
you see that the fire is just kind of being absorbed into its form. Yeah, so that was a fairly good round.
And I suppose I'll come around right here.
Okay. At the end of your turn, the XZ1 is going to. Oh boy, I hope this works. Otherwise, you guys are fucked.
It's a one shot.
Still. They're go ahead and roll to hit on just the biggest barrage I can muster from that ship. Actually, I don't think I need to roll to hit. It's magic missile.
Nope. Yeah, magic missile.
Yeah, it's a 9th level magic missile. So that's how many? What's a 9th level magic missile?
3 plus 8, 12? No,
12?
11? 11? 11? I don't know. I can look.
Okay. They're going to delay the bolt, like the missiles hitting the dragon, to hopefully distract it. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll constant. No. This would be a wisdom check. It's got pretty good wisdom, but roll it anyway. Wait, I have dice. What am I doing?
Bum, 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 bum.
Okay, cool. So you guys see these magic missiles starting to hit. Sorry, these M2 missiles just exploding on contact with this strange bludgeoning force energy against the dragon type. You hear on the interior the comms of Lafayette saying, "Ugh, ugh, that is Captain Rex, isn't it? I'm going to murder all of you." As the dragon type's attention seems to be turning towards the XZ1. All right, next up, there's no goblins in play, so Reaper, you're up.
I guess disengage.
Okay.
Run back to the ship.
Okay.
And then I'll have my fiend move 30 feet in and attack if it's in range. If not, pass.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say it's in range. The dude's huge.
Okay, I have 3 attacks.
Go for it.
None of them hit. 20's the highest.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an intimidation check to see if you distract or assist with the distraction that the XZ1 is currently assisting with.
Let me see.
Just your mech's intimidation.
Oh, my mechs or the fiend?
Yours. Yeah, I'm just whichever's higher, honestly.
21.
21. Okay. Good to know. All right, you're bugging out. King, I need another death save at advantage, please.
Yep, 16.
16. Cool.
2.
So top of the round, the dragon type.
Oh, can I have my human try to make it at advantage again?
Human? I thought you were
No. Oh, my gnome. Can I have my gnome try to make it at advantage again?
Yeah,
next time?
please.
Alright, it'll be at advantage again.
Cool. So top of the round, I'm gonna roll for the dragon. Actually, I'm gonna roll a wisdom save for the dragon here. It needs to be below an AC of 16 in order to be distracted. Okay. Dragon type is currently distracted by the barrage of missiles that is currently hitting it, and is not going to use its turn. Instead, it's going to take the dodge action to try and evade and just get ready for... Actually, cool. It does get its macro cannon back. So next turn will be dicey. Dreadnought, what are you doing?
Dreadnought.
Is this?
Bushido Dreadnought.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Is this close enough to be at the ship? Right here?
No. Basically, you want to make it to the purple box, and that means you're fleeing.
Alright, well, I will take an attack of opportunity then.
It's distracted. It doesn't get reactions.
Cool, then I'll just dash in box.
Okay. So you take your full booster and you start rushing back towards the ship. That's currently shooting a massive barrage. No goblins. Reaper, what are you doing?
I'm getting on the ship.
All right. So you make it into the box.
Oh, wait. Can we go back to my turn, actually? Sorry.
What's up?
I just realized if I'm here... I'll never leave you behind, Miko! I would go here, and with the remaining 15 feet, I would pull him this way.
Let's go back to this one. Okay, so you use your booster to like latch on to King, and you can see the core is kind of unstable on King, but you kind of grab on and you start moving with King towards the exit. So you're kind of boosting along the side. King is unable to help at the moment with this maneuver. So we move back down to King's initiative. King, go and make your last, hopefully your last save.
Well, I really need it to be... Yeah!
Natural 20.
Hey, you are up. You managed to do enough fixes that you see the monitors light back up on your mech, and you see that like Dreadnought is currently latched onto you and like assisting you back towards the ship. I don't know if you definitely got hit by a dragon. You see the dragon currently just being smashed by a volley of missiles back from the XZ1. Your comms are still a little like laggy because of all the damage you sustained. So it is difficult to hear you. And David, I honestly can't see or hear you.
Yeah. Completely. I'm just gonna take Gallo and I back to the ship.
So you're gonna grab. So, Miko, do you just want to grab onto Gallo and use your movement to move you towards the ship?
Okay. I always forget. Do I have any bonus actions after I get up from dying?
I'm giving you your turn because you rolled a natural 20.
Oh,
so you have your
okay.
turn.
All right. Then I am going to. Do the other mechs also look rough?
Go ahead and roll a perception check with your scanners. See what the current state of the other mechs are.
25.
25. How's everyone doing?
Like
I
health-wise?
am
Yeah.
at 672 of 136.
Zax is
Okay.
looking real rough.
Okay.
But Zach's
Then-
also.
I'm in the ship.
Yeah.
I'm
I
already
think-
docked.
Then I just going to focus on, I guess, me. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just cast healing word on myself. I'm gonna repair myself. So let me. I'll cast mass healing word. Actually, that's fine.
And get Gallo in it too.
Yeah, us three are gonna get healed. Not that much, but a little bit.
Zax is already too far away for your mass healing word, so it's just you and Gallo.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll help the two of us. Maybe we won't insta die. Not to where you gain 11 hit
So
points.
before
It's
you
okay.
we can leave. You can get us both
Oh
out.
yeah,
of
we're leaving. Boop. I drag you with me.
here. Okay.
I got my comms back on. My mech's working again.
So you drag Gallo with you after activating your auto repair bots to like fly over and start doing some repairs on Gallo and on your own mech. As you are all going at full speed back to the XZ1, you see Zax docks the dreadnought into the XZ1, and the two of you follow soon after, docking your ships. You hear from the comms of the ship just a doo-wee. All right, all hands, buckle in. We're gonna freaking jump as far as we can before that stupid dragon gets to us. Hold on to anything you got. If you've never jumped through space before, it's not gonna be fun. As I'm gonna go ahead and roll 2 rolls. I'm gonna roll a dexterity saving throw for the ship, and I'm gonna roll a dexterity saving throw. Sorry, a dex check for the dragon. So here's the dex check. Probably good.
Nice.
Yeah, awesome. The XZ1 turns in a specific direction. You see that there's still a massive blockade wall of goblin types, hobgoblin types, the Relentless dreadnought ship that's preventing you from moving to a specific sector of space that would be safe for you guys to traverse. You guys are going to the outlands of space. The uncharted sectors, and you're gonna have to go through those uncharted sectors to get back to Morank'Tur. Hold on to your butts. You guys hear him, the captain, punch a button, and like you feel everything dragging forwards, almost being clawed through space and time. You hear ripping and tearing noises, and you guys are no longer in cockpits. You're just standing at like the base of the XZ1 in the hangar. And one of the guys that works was like, that tearing noise is normal. You know, if you've never jumped, it's totally it happens all the time. Don't worry about it. It's nothing to be afraid of. You also hear a couple concussive. It's like that's a little bit more worrisome. As you start ripping and tearing through space and time, the entire ship lurches. Oops. No. And the ship is currently cruising through astral space.
Ugh.
Ladies and gentlemen of the XZ1, welcome to astral space. We are cruising at an altitude of infinity through the diaphanous zones of otherworldly dimensions. We'll be cruising through here until we reach our jump point, which is Sector 008. It's a little out of the way from our destination, but it is much safer than crashing through an entire armada of EC military ships. So hang tight, get some food, and be ready for combat when we reach our destination. This is Captain Rex, signing off. As the comms go silent, you guys are slumped over and slouched on the deck of the hangar on the XZ1. A couple of doors slide open, and Matilda and Johnny start running over. Matilda walks up to you, Zax. Are you okay? And she starts like grabbing your face and checking you for injuries.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I just thought our mechs were the strongest, but apparently that's not true.
The captain also follows close behind and says, they will be the strongest. They're not yet. They're experimental ships, and you guys literally just picked them up. Do you think that they're functioning at 100% right now?
Well,
It
mine
would've-
overheated after a few of the giant fire things I shot at them.
Yeah, those are limited. You're not supposed to sit. Normally, you don't shoot those concurrent. Never mind. You guys read the instruction manual, right?
I read some of it. I didn't get all the way through, but I was like, big fire. There was a lot of those goblin mechs, and it seemed to do the trick. But then I shot 2 of them, and then all of a sudden I lost power to half my mech.
Well, I think the 3 of you earned some R&R. Actually, I don't really have anything to give to the 3 of you. You are conscripted into the military, and that's really on me. But we needed your assistance, and you gave it, and that should be rewarded. So here it is.
Just doing our jobs.
Go ahead and name the ship.
Huh. The ship, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's only right that it's named after its saviors. So, it should obviously be called the Galzaxico.
Galzaxico?
Yep.
That actually sounds pretty badass, not gonna lie.
That's not terrible, actually.
Galzaxico it is.
Yeah, Gallo, your mech really didn't do much out there.
It did a lot. What do you mean? Look,
Nico and I killed like
Look,
30 mechs.
You may have hit the goblins the most, but I hit the dragon the most.
Okay.
What happens when your mech
You didn't. That nothing
shuts
happened to
down?
the dragon.
Also, my mech wasn't even close to shutting down, and it looks like you two got damaged way more than I did. So,
Well, we're currently heading through uncharted territories. There's some unsavory types around here, so we may need your assistance again. But once we get to Runifer's secondary research facility, we might be able to outfit you with some better equipment.
Yeah, mine's gonna need some repairs. Looks like
Yeah.
Nico's mech will need repairs too.
Yeah, we'll get our crews right on that. Why don't you guys go up to the mess hall and the barracks and get some rest? We'll do this again later.
Sounds good.
sounds like a plan.
The captain turns and starts to walk away. Zax, you see Matilda turn to you and say, "You could have been killed out there. You know that?
Yeah, probably, but I didn't.
You can't be so blasé about all this. It's insane. All of this is insane. Our home was obliterated today.
Yes, it was. But I got a cool mech out of it, so
Could be worse.
Yeah, it could
You
be.
are impossible. You're all impossible. She turns in a huff and starts walking towards the elevator. Johnny says, I was shooting missiles. Did you see it?
No.
You missed.
What? Oh, I swear I had it. Oh man, I'll try harder next time. I swear. I promise. I'll be useful. You
Why
see that
are you
he's now wearing a military uniform, and it's also too small for him.
Did you join the military?
You guys did, and I want to be helpful. You know
Johnny,
what? Well, you joined.
Johnny,
Oh,
we're
we
gonna
were
go get some
conscripted.
sleep. So it's
Yeah,
been a pleasure,
Johnny.
but I just fought a dragon mech, so
uh,
catch you on the flip side, Johnny.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna go figure out how weapon systems work. And he starts walking away. Miko, your father meekly walks up to you and
Dead.
says, "Miko, I feel like I said some things very rashly today that put me in a bad light, and I kind of want to just try and fix that a little bit if I can. Is there anything I can like do to? I don't know, like you know, are we good, buddy?"
As I walk past Miko and Onyx, I'll put one hand on Miko's shoulder. I'll put my laser pistol in Miko's hand, and I'll keep walking. Zax, I'm really hungry. What do you think they have in the mess hall?
Gallo, why do you have a pistol? That's very dangerous. Miko, just hand that over here.
I'll hold on to it. You can make it up to me by just granting me access to any of the technology on board.
Well, that's not really up to me.
Find a way. And
What do you-
I'll hand him.
You cut out again. I didn't hear it.
A tiny.
You'll hand him a tiny.
So close. So close.
Just type it, David. So we can
There we
move
go.
on.
I give him.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
A
Oh my gosh.
index card.
Index card thing. Okay. Imbued with pick of mom. Okay. And you start walking away, and he's like, "Oh, son, this is really rude. You get that, right? She dumped me, and I'm great. I'm great. I'll show you how great I am."
Prove it to me. And not just by militarized.
I really don't think I have anything to prove here.
I'm gone. I leave.
Miko starts walking away, and Onyx just looks confused and a little befuddled, which just makes Miko angrier. As you guys go to the mess halls, the XZ1 Galzaxico, that's going to be hard to remember, but it does sound cool. XZ1 Galzaxico, along with your 3 mechs in the hangar, worse for wear, the UV Reaper Apocalypse, the UV King Ryu, and the UV Bushido Dreadnought are currently being repaired as you guys raise up in the elevator and grab some food and take a long rest. And that's where we're going to go ahead and end this episode of UV Mechs.
Nice.